What's going on, Thralls? Miller,
Jammin Jon.
and we are here with Chad Green from Frozen Soul. He's here to kick it with us, hang out on this weekday. What is it, Wednesday?
Is it Wednesday?
Is
It's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
I think so. All these days have been blending together for me.
You're about ready to leave, go overseas
Yeah.
here in a month, right?
Yeah. We've got to shoot a bunch of videos, and then literally right after that, we're going straight to Europe. So
Dude, that's killer. That's awesome. I was just over there in London. I loved it over there.
oh man, I've never been, so I'm stoked to eat all the food, every bit of the food.
Yeah, the food is what got all the baked goods. That I'm a sucker for baked goods and
Same.
coffee. So I was in heaven over there.
Yeah. You'll have to pardon me too if I cough a bunch. I have pneumonia.
It's a plague.
So
Oh
Yeah.
shit, man.
Thank
Yep.
God you're in Texas, right?
Yeah. Damn, man, that sucks. I'm sorry.
oh, no worries. It's
no
you
fun.
know, par for the course. It's in Texas it's not I'm guessing it's not 12 degrees there. In Ohio it's routinely pretty cold. You guys should be
Yeah.
you guys might be encased in ice. We are legitimately encased in ice.
Yeah, we were. It was pretty cold here recently. It was like 6 degrees outside, which is pretty crazy for Texas.
Yeah.
It doesn't normally get that cold. But January, February normally gets. I don't know. It's like normally in the 30s. It was below freezing for a week or so. And now yesterday it was like 75. Today it's like. No, that 2 days ago it was like 75, and then it started rising. Today it was in the 50s. So
Yeah,
yeah,
right on.
not too much to worry about.
I have a cousin that lives in Dallas. It's my wife and I were down there. This was a couple years ago visiting. We were in like the Fort Worth area. Went and saw the the Pantera spots. The Verde.
Oh yeah. That's
So what do you
awesome.
get into when you're not like jamming tunes, writing stuff, lyrics?
I play a lot of Magic the Gathering.
No shit, man. Dude, I used to be so
Yeah.
into that.
Yeah, Michael plays. That's actually how we met.
Oh, shit.
Our guitar player. Sam plays. Matt got a commander deck to play, and yeah, me and my girlfriend play a lot of Magic the Gathering and do a little bit of like traveling and relaxing, watching shows, playing games and stuff. Like just as you can tell from my room, I'm like big into like collectibles and stuff. So like
Awesome.
I like to just chill. I'm a nerd, man. So I like to just relax because this past year has been like really stressful. We've been trying to hammer around on this record, making it everything that we could ever want, and it's just been like one thing after another. My brother passed away recently.
Our
and
condolences.
it's just been like, yeah. Thanks, man. And it's just been nuts. Like we just tours, lots of tours this year.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, you got a shit ton of tours next year too. Or this.
yeah, next year is even crazier than this year. But at least we don't have to write a record next year. So that's we're gonna get started on it, but we don't have to finish a record next year, which is like huge because we could just focus on touring and getting things in order and experiencing new things and not have that stress of deadlines and stuff like that lingering over us while we're like trying to enjoy ourselves.
sure.
So
Yeah. So is that a little bit of like the difference between being on like a smaller label and then you get on Century and they're like, "Hey boys, it's you guys got to get on the clock here."
yeah, kind of. I mean, with anything there's like deadlines, but like a smaller label like Maggot Stomp and stuff, like he'll set something up because he's got a lot of bands and stuff that he works with, but like when we were on Maggot Stomp, it was more or less like, yo dude, you want to do this? And then we're like, yeah dude, let's do it, man. Like, hell yeah dude, all right, slap it together and boom, you good for this day? Yeah, we're good for this day, let's do it. But now it's like, with like bigger labels, like they have so many bands that they like are putting out that they have to literally schedule. You're here,
The media wheel is
and if you don't get it to them by that point, well, your stuff's still going to come out, but it's just instead of here, it's going to be here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just, it's a lot. it's a whole lot.
It's
And,
it's a whole lot of cool though.
yeah.
I'm sure. I mean,
No, it's
yeah,
awesome. I mean,
that
it's
was
great.
it
I mean,
for you
you
guys.
know, it's like anything, like sometimes it's cool. I mean, it feels good to have uniform
Sure.
to it. Like they're like, okay, your record's gonna, if you get everything to us by this point, then your record's gonna come out at this time. And it's cool because it lets us know, okay, we have this amount of time to like do this and that. And it all came together really good.
There's a little bit of
you
a
can't
kick in
really
the
complain.
ass too, like for you guys. You guys can't be like, let's just get through this another red deck only match.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
We can
sure.
only play direct damage. Oh man, this.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I was down with that game way when it started, like beta, first edition stuff, and then through the Ice Age, and it started coming out
Nice.
with a bunch of different expansions, and it got really crazy.
I have a deck. I've never played, but I have a deck. I went to go.
That's awesome.
I went
It's
to
a lot
go.
of fun.
I went to go pick up weed from one of my buddies, and he gave it to me in a Magic the Gathering like deck. He was like, "Here it is. It's in there. There's just cards if you want to play." So
And it's like, cool.
I was like,
It's
"Thank you. This is Magic, I guess."
I would have been way more interested in that than weed, honestly. I'd have been like, let's go. I'm going to go look these cards up right now.
I have them. I should
Really?
unearth
Oh,
them.
wow.
I
I
have-
just sold a bunch of mine.
We could all gather in Magic.
Sold a bunch of like shit commons, like box of them for. I think I got close to $400. So
Nice.
I got out of it. I unfortunately don't have time for games too much anymore.
So something I wanted to ask from the Thralls perspective, being out on the road as much as you guys have been out recently, do you have a favorite like local opener that's opened up for you guys? Because I know I go to shows and you're like, you've never heard of the local opener, and you're like, Jesus, those guys kicked ass.
I mean, well, on the last two tours we've done, there weren't like that many like
Yeah.
openers. It was mostly like 4-band bills.
Right on.
So like it wasn't a lot of openers. I think I'd say two of the ones that stuck out on these last two tours were Guillotine from Georgia. They actually played with us on I think it was the Frozen Hole tour with Sing with
Right on.
Subag. They opened that show, and that was really cool. They did a really good job. They opened the show when we played with Napalm Death as well, and that was really cool. Good guys, but really cool. I think they changed their name to Guillotine AD now instead of Guillotine. They're really good. And there's a band from Florida called Collapser. They put on a really good show, like thrashy, like really cool. I think they just put out some new stuff too. But yeah, they're really cool. But yeah, I mean, I can't wait till, we get to do like our headliner this year. So we can like start playing with, some local bands and stuff, and some of our friends' bands from different areas, because when you do like these like support tours and stuff, you're kind of, they're awesome. Like it's literally a dream come true. I can't complain at all, but we don't really have a say so in who we play with, or so something, it makes us miss like, man, like our friend's band, is from here. I really wish they could hop on the show, but you're at the mercy of whatever the tour
I've been
is.
noticing that a lot of more tours are doing that, which is two ways I feel about that. I dig it because as someone buying a ticket, I know exactly what's to be expected, and I know there's no fucking around. I was at Harpo's one time and went to see Crowbar and Corrosion and Conformity, but Crowbar could only play 10-minute set because Harpo booked a bunch of fucking bands, local
10-minute
guys.
set.
Who is the headliner? Man, who is the headliner?
It was
that?
COC, but Kurt took the set down to make sure Pepper was playing, because they had Stanton Moore that was on the In the Arms of God tour, and Stanton Moore was flying in from New Orleans to play that show. So Kurt cut it down. He was like not quiet about it. He's like, yeah, we're from Crowbar from New Orleans. We only got 10 fucking minutes because they booked 20 fucking bands. So here we go. And just right into it.
That's funny.
Well, we're not going to waste any more fucking time because they booked 20 fucking bands. Here we go. And I looked at it.
That's awesome.
Jug.
I mean, I'd do the same thing. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you know.
you guys get to play with him this year. It's one of the festivals overseas, I think.
I'm sure. Yeah, it's like I'm completely overwhelmed by the amount of bands. You know how many people I'm gonna punish in backstage with pictures
Sure.
and stuff. Like I'm gonna punish so many.
I mean,
They are not ready for the amount of punishment I'm gonna deliver to.
I mean, I would too. Shit, if I was in your shoes, pictures with fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Like, we just found out that Sonny Lombardozzi from Incantation and what's the other band?
Yeah. Rise from Worms.
Rise from Worms is doing Guitar Tech at Morbid Angel tour. So
And
yeah,
Ooh, that's
so we're
cool.
gonna try to go hang out, and we're also gonna punish some people with pictures. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's always fun, man. You know, I've always feel like it's like you should like spare no time.
Yeah.
You know, like no, don't waste it. Don't waste a dime of time, man. Like if you see somebody that you care about, somebody that's influenced you, and you see them,
Yeah.
go tell them.
I got
You know,
man.
go tell them.
Man.
You know, I mean, like this is the life you got, man. Like, go tell them. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna go say something, even if I look like a big dummy.
We tried to run you guys down in Detroit last time you were here, and we just couldn't catch you. So
Yeah, that was a crazy.
yeah,
show.
it was. That show was fucking nuts.
Yeah, that was nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's just some venues that really aren't cut out for that sort of thing. It's like super segregated between where the performers are and where the crowd is. And others like
Yeah.
the Foundry.
You ever been to the
you
Foundry
have
in
to, like,
Cleveland?
walk through the crowd.
Dude,
Yeah, no, we played there. Yeah, we played there on the Frozen Hole tour. Yeah, we played there. It was really
tiny.
cool. There was the downstairs green room was nuts because it was just like a whole ass house down there. There's like a record store down there where the bathroom is. That was really cool. Bought some stuff from there. Bought a bootleg Gate Creeper shirt from down there.
Badass.
That was sick. I immediately texted Eric. I was like, hey dude, just bought one of your shirts and it's really sick. And he was like, oh hell yeah.
There's a chance he doesn't even have it.
Yeah, he's like, man, we haven't even made that shirt.
Speaking of Crowbar, there was something that, or I think it was Crowbar or COC, one of the two. We were talking about them. There was some sort of merch that came out, and they were like, "Wow, we didn't even know this existed." Yeah, I wonder why.
I see all your
Yeah.
tour merch sold out. We just tried to go get a shirt, and nope.
So actually, yeah, well, it almost sold out. It's pretty much all down to like smalls and big sizes, except for like sweatpants. But we took it all down because we're opening up a new worldwide merch store with a new
Ooh.
company, and so we did an exclusive deal with them, and it's going to be pretty big. We're going to open it up here in the next like couple weeks.
Badass.
So
That is,
we're taking all of the remaining of our merch and sending it to them so that they can like put it up on
Nice.
the website and stuff. So we won't be like, we won't be shipping any merch out ourselves anymore. We'll get all of our tour merch and then we'll ship it back to them and they'll take care of everything.
that's
So
awesome.
it's pretty cool deal because it's worldwide.
Nice.
So, it's cool because like when we offer one thing to a part of the world, it'll be everywhere and not just in one
Yeah,
place.
you
So
don't have to
streamline
set
it a
up
little
shit
bit. So or a
files
lot of
and
it.
shit in your commerce.
Right? You don't have people in Germany
Yeah.
eating shit on shipping because it's coming from fucking
Yeah,
Illinois.
seriously.
So
Man, dude, like we were shipping stuff out from the tour merch that we just put up. It was crazy, man. Like some of that merch, it was $30 to ship it, and we weren't even charging that much for a lot of stuff. So it's like we would go to pay for the shipping and be like, well, damn, like we paid $15 of our own money, so it's like we just didn't even get any money from the shirt. But we just want to get it out there, get the shirts out there. But still, it was like we don't know much about that stuff, so we just ate the cost on that. Who knows how
it's
much
been a
we
learning thing
lost
for
to
us.
just
too.
pay for the
So,
shipping.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah,
I set
wow.
up a shirt. The first international order went to Australia, actually. And I did the math. I was like, wait a minute. We lost $7. How the hell is... Wait, that's not... Like, okay. well, fuck it, let's just keep doing it. And I fixed that,
Yeah.
so we had to go up. But yeah, we have to charge like 23 something for
Yeah.
international orders, and then one shirt. It's really hard, but thank God for the diehards, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So how did that deal come around with the merchandise? Was that just part of the whole Century Media thing? Did they say, hey, we got these people, these are who you got to go? Or was that something you guys kind of seeked out? Because that's a hard thing for bands to juggle that.
Yeah, I mean, actually, funny enough, it kind of did come from Century Media in a sense. Most of the time, labels don't really have anything to do with that stuff. They don't really have anything to do with your merch. That's all like the band. But Mike Gitter, who is A&R for Century Media, he's who signed us. He's like a good friend of mine. He actually introduced me to this company.
Nice.
So
sweet.
He introduced me to them, and they do a lot of big bands, like Behemoth and a bunch of like the bigger bands that have like, they have more to their merch, and that's kind of like us. Like we like to have a lot of fun with our merch and do a lot of funny things, and we like to make coolers and stuff, and they're all about that kind of stuff.
That's pretty sweet.
So they introduced us to them, and we hit it off, and yeah, that was a while ago, and it just kind of came together recently. So.
Yeah, you're encased in ass shorts. My girlfriend wants one of those stuff.
Yeah, we had Night Shift did some called Crypt of Ass, and then we did Encased in Ass and brought those on tour with us, and both did really well. So they're really funny, really awesome. We had a lot of dudes buying them, so that's sick.
That's awesome.
I mean, hey, if you got it, you got it. Hey.
Yeah, the good power.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
So have you guys ran into too many venues taking, because it's been a hot topic as of late, like the merch cut thing with venues? Have you ran into that too much, or?
Yeah,
really?
Everywhere.
Man, that's
it's
hoping that you would say so.
It's highway robbery.
Fuck yeah, it is, man.
I mean, they don't offer us a cut of the bar, or
shit.
They don't offer to sell our merch for us, or to to do any of that stuff, and then we're the ones that are playing the venue, which are bringing people to their venue to buy liquor and everything else, and
that's
they want to take a piece of our merch, and they want to take it off the top too, not off of like net. They want it off your gross sales. So like that's not after cost. So it's like we're still eating shit, on like everything, and we're already not making as much as we could because like we don't just want to hose all of the people who care about us. So we don't like raise our prices to like, Slayer prices or anything like that, And it's like, we're already not making a ton of money off of the merch when we sell it. So it's like they just, I don't know. It's one of those things where I don't know, we have our ways of dealing with it.
For sure. I mean, that was a big thing for us, booking Denver Death Fest here coming up. Is the first venue we had in mind. They wanted to charge merch fee, and we were like, all right, fuck you guys, because we're not trying to do that. We're trying to throw a show and have fun and make sure bands make money, not the other way around.
And everyone be comfortable. The bands be comfortable. Get enough time in between sets, but have something to fill the void for the crowd. But I hate it as being in a band. Like you get into a place where you got 10-minute flip. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, fuck you. Have you seen my drummer's drum set? Like, 10 minutes, my ass. We'll be here for at least 15.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It gets nuts. Like there's times where they just like hound you about it too, and it's just like some little fucking nerd that like doesn't play music and has never felt like what it feels like to have to like tour in a band, and and they just come up to you and they're just like, okay, well, I need this, and you're just like, eat a bag of dicks. Like, what? You're not taking my fucking money. It's crazy, man. It sucks. It's one of the most frustrating things like a touring artist can do on the road is just face a venue that's like And some of them, the worst part is some of them straight up know. Like they know that what they're doing sucks because they'll come up to you and they're like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're not
but,
sorry.
can I see what you made tonight? And you're just looking at them like, you piece of shit. I mean, it sucks, but you know, bands know what to do.
Sure.
You know, I'll just say that.
The ones that'll
like we've all been there, and you know, facing it for the first time, you know, is like definitely like you're like, what the fuck? How is this even humanly possible for you to come up and ask me for this right now? You paid me $200 tonight to play.
Yeah,
you paid me $200 to play
Right.
tonight, and you're gonna come up here and take that back from me from our merch money that we paid to make.
Right.
I'm gonna chop your head off.
We're in Baltimore. We're from
just
Texas, so how do you think this makes sense? Right? Yeah,
that's the way it was. Like the money.
Yeah. Let me put it this way:
Be
we have
going
an
into
excellent
your
merch
bank.
guy. We have a
Sales
wonderful
would be
merch guy.
feeding
Yeah,
you and getting
yeah.
you from A to B.
yeah. Your merch guy. Yeah, I like I said, I would imagine that there's a workaround. There has to be,
Mhm.
because otherwise you guys aren't doing
Yeah.
shit, showing up and playing.
Yeah,
which, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, we would do it. You know, we would do it. I mean, we've been doing it,
but it's nice to
God, it's
pay the
terrible.
bills at least. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, which
Yep,
next time
yep.
you guys make it, you wind your way through this area, I guess we'll definitely hook up and maybe get you guys in Northwest Ohio to play a show for sure.
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
acquired a venue.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
in
cool.
in Bowling Green,
badass.
Ohio. So hopefully we'll be able to start routing some things through here.
Ah, sick. Yeah, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
really
so
cool.
are you nervous about playing like the huge festival type things? Because at this point, for you guys, well, you did, you were there in Maryland. That was fucking crazy, weren't you?
They weren't in Maryland.
No, you weren't.
I was.
Mm.
They were.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
I thought you guys.
Yeah, no, we didn't play Maryland Death Fest because we were on tour with. I'm pretty sure that was when we were on tour with Dying Fetus.
So then these
So,
ones
yeah, we
coming up
couldn't
are
do
going to
that.
be like your first ass.
Yeah, I mean, like, when is this gonna come out?
That video?
This
Probably in the next week or so.
or is it
Yeah.
live?
Oh, it's not live now.
Okay.
It's-
Okay, it's
Yeah.
not live. Okay. Well, I don't know if we'll be able to announce. I can't really say anything, but we still have some festivals to announce that we
Okay.
haven't announced yet, and they're enormous. And I'm just like, I mean, you can look at all the ones that are happening around that time, and which ones we haven't said we're playing yet, which is not most of them because we've already announced. But we're playing 7 total.
Dude, nice.
And one of them that we're gonna get to announce, I'm like, can't even believe we get to play it. Like it's very nerve wracking. I mean, I'm super excited. We're gonna have fun. We have fun wherever we play. It doesn't matter,
Sure.
you know. We just try to have we just literally try to have the best fun that we can. Have a good time when we're on the stage. But
Yeah, I'm super excited for you guys because
Yeah,
it's
it's-
going to be fantastic. Walking out on that stage, just seeing that sea of people, it's going to be oh shit, man.
yeah, I can't even. I never thought in a million years.
Well, you guys deserve it. Everything
never
else
thought in a million
you guys
years.
are doing is killer. Absolutely killer. Thanks
Yeah.
for whatever they're putting in the water down there. Because there's another band down there that I dig, Askionics. I dig those guys.
Oh yeah, Steinex.
Oh my God,
How do you
yeah.
pronounce it?
Yeah, I mean, everyone around here calls them a Steinex,
Steinex?
so
Okay.
that's what I've always
Well,
called them.
then
Yeah,
I'm going to go with
Steinex.
that. You're from where they are, so
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah, they're really
Well-
badass. Yeah, they've been around. They've been around for a long time. And been
Yeah, you guys
doing-
have got what? Tribal Gaze from down there, Cathexis. Actually, I just
Mhm.
talked to the
yeah,
I just
Tribal
talked to the
Gaze.
Cathexis guys earlier today. But yeah, Texas has such a giant fucking scene.
mhm.
Anyway, you guys could easily throw a Texas
Yeah.
Death Fest just based on the fucking 12 or 13 bands down there anyway.
Yeah, there's a couple of them down here. We actually throw our own festival down here called Wrecking Ball Metal Madness. So that's a festival. We've done it twice now, and both times sold out. The first time we had Reviled and Flesh Order and Devourment on it, and us, Creeping Death, Tribal Gaze was on it, Vomit
Yep.
Forth. This last one we had us, and then Sango Sukabog and 200 Stab Wounds were on that one. Sango Sukabog, 200 Stab Wounds were both on this last one. Municipal Waste was on it. Creeping Death was on it. Tribal Gaze, Vomit
No wonder
Forth.
it's sold out.
Undeath, like it's just like our homies, you know. We just throw a fest. We've been throwing a fest for the last 2 years, and it's just like homie-a-thon. 5,000.
I mean, eventually that's kind
Yeah.
of what it's going to end up for us, and that's kind of what I was trying to do with Denver Death Fest was, okay, who do I know? All right, well, who do I consider friends? All right, well, okay, here. So, yeah,
that's how it starts, man. It's all in the friends group,
Yeah.
you know. Just pushing forward and doing what you want to do, you know, without worrying about anybody else. Just
Yeah.
do your thing, you know. Do what you
Yeah.
love, and have fun.
Yeah, I think it's amazing too. Like these bands coming out. You've mentioned a few of them, and others like Phobophilic and stuff. A lot of these like first album bands are just murdering it out of the gate. It's like, what the hell is going on? Because I don't know that we've had a period in the last 2 years or so, or 3. Maybe it has something to do with COVID that we've had this many bands with their first album out the gate. Even Castrator, you guys breezed over them in your end of year, and I thought that album was fantastic. So,
yeah. What do you have for end of year bands? We all put up end of year.
I mean, as far as like stuff, Undeath.
yeah,
I mean,
they made my number
you
one.
know, like Undeath put out a great record this year. Plus, they're just like the greatest guys.
Yeah.
They're so fun to tour with, and they truly good people who write good music. 200 Stab Wounds, the new stuff 200 Stab Wounds put out was really.
We just saw them that tour, that Undeath 200 Stab Wounds Phobophilic tour.
Force.
Yeah. I mean, this year, like, this year I haven't, like, for me, it's been a super stressful year. And, there haven't been a lot of deep dives that I've been able to do into music other than what we've been writing. We had to finish up the record and, playing the festival and then going to play a bunch of stuff and all the tours and, all that stuff. Like, most of the time, like, I'm like, honestly, like, I'm listening to synthwave or like something like that, like something to chill, something to relax me. At the beginning of the year, I was still in college. So like, I was still in school while I was touring.
That's hard.
And, it's just been, plus like, dealing, like, grieving over my brother and stuff. It's been a lot, man. So, I thought about doing an end of year list like the other day, and then I was just like, God, like, I've listened to like my friends' bands, the 3 would be Tribal Gaze's new record, the new 200 Stab, and the new Undeath. Like that's really about it. And Vomit Forth.
I'd say though you have a pass, because once your album has been on that list, you don't have to make a list.
Well, normally I'm all about it, and so is Michael. Michael, I know Michael has got an awesome list. But for me, it's like I've just been so focused and so busy that it's like, when I'm like not writing music and not playing shows, I'm like playing Magic or like, doing something else, like, trying to decompress a little bit, so I don't go crazy.
Yeah, you're not just blaring black metal all the time when you're not working.
No, hell no. Especially not black metal.
Yeah, I'm not an overly huge fan.
I get it. Black metal's not for everybody. I'm still getting into it myself, so I won't fault you there.
Nick loves it.
I like some of it. I like, I think one of the best black metal bands out right now is Necrofire from Houston. But other than that, I'm not black metal guy.
Right. I'm not really.
I like stupid fucking death metal. That's what I like.
Yep.
I like heavy ass fucking riffs. You know.
And there's no shortage of that. It shows in Frozen Soul. You guys write heavy, nasty riffs.
You got that little groove. I know you guys. I don't know. Do you get tired of hearing Pantera brought up all the time with groove? And you guys are from Texas, so you got to have groove like Pantera. Like,
yeah. I mean, for me, I mean, Pantera is one of the bands that I grew up
So
on. You know, I mean, they just are. You know, my grandfather owned a club in Fort Worth called Savvy's, and it was one of the clubs where Pantera got their start at. You know, I was there from the age of 3, you know, until the club closed. You know, and all sorts of bands came through there and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, you know, I love that's what I appreciate about Pantera is the groove. And that's what I appreciate most in metal in general and in music is the groove, the rhythm. And, you know, we try to like stick to that. We want to make, we want to write music that moves us and moves other people. And there's nothing wrong with like crazy blast beats and all that jazz, you know, go do your thing, man. But like for us, like I want to bang my fucking head. You know, I want to bang my head. I want to see people flying off the stage. You know, I just want to feel it. I want to feel it in here, you know? And that's the rhythm just punches you in the chest, you know? And I just really, that's kind of what we do, you know? That's what we like.
I'm with you on that for sure.
And I heard the single. So, first of all, Matt Heafy, I props to Matt Heafy. I didn't know he could get that kind of tone.
Yeah, it sounded pretty sick, man.
I'm stoked for the new record. We're all
Heck yeah, man.
God damn it. Us here at Thralls are very excited for the new Frozen Soul.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the best thing that we've done to date. Like I'm the most proud of this record that I've been, or anything that I've ever done musically. So I think we really pushed ourselves to like deliver something that is Frozen Soul, but like is Frozen Soul to the core, you know, like is truly like who we are as like people and as musicians. And you know, we didn't really like write the record trying to fit a mold, you know, like we just kind of wanted to be ourselves and have fun writing music. We have some songs we have some songs on the record that are just like straight up bomb blasts and, you know, and heavy ass riffs, and then we have some that are stocked full of choruses and, you know, and memorable like, you know, parts that people can, you know, yell along to, and you know, we have guitar solos. You know, we have like all sorts of stuff that wasn't on the Frozen Soul you know, initial, you know, LP Crypt Eyes. Like it just like stuff that we weren't trying to do. So we really like spent time. We have a lot of synth samples and stuff, like actual synth samples, not just like droney bullshit, like real stuff that sounds like something out of a John Carpenter movie. You know, that was like, you know, that was like just stuff that we just like put a lot of time and consideration into it, like making it us.
I mean, that's what it should be. And I think a lot of bands tend to lose that aspect. Like, you know, they sometimes forget who they are and where they came from, and you know, it should be a reflection of yourself. Why would it be a reflection of anything else? It's your fucking band, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's at the end of the day, we're just like, man, we gotta have fun, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
So working at Room 65 was cool. Is that where you did it in Florida, right?
No, so the Room 65, that's my friend Irving's studio. That's where we recorded Crypt Device. But we did pre-production in Florida. Like we were still writing the record. We like wrote some stuff in Florida and then kind of pre-pro'd out like 9 of the songs in Florida with Matt and our producer Daniel, and then we came back from Florida, finished a lot of the writing, and then went on that Dying Fetus tour. We also had like Wrecking Ball and Psycho, like we had like all sorts of stuff that we did. Like then we went and did the Dying Fetus tour, then we came back, finished writing the record, and went to record at Empire Sound in Dallas, Texas. So yeah, we recorded like, this time was like, because Irving's studio is more of like a DIY studio. And this was like a professional studio that had like, you know, the console that we recorded on was the same console that recorded Born in the USA. Merciful Fate has recorded there. King Diamond, a couple King Diamond albums were recorded there. Like there was like a lyric holder, like, you know, whatever the hell they're called. And it literally had a note on it that said play hard, play fast, and it was written by King Diamond.
That is great.
So like when I was like doing vocals, I was looking down at that like, yes sir.
Yeah, inspiration. I don't know what the hell you're gonna get it inspired.
Now, did you try to hit those high notes just a time or two?
Yes, right. I did actually for fun, and it was very liberating to do that after reading. Awesome. They're not on the record, God damn it. But yes, but yeah, we played around and stuff. It was really fun. It was a lot of fun. We had a really good time. We spent 18 days in there, so
I mean,
we went to battle in that studio.
Good. Yeah, and 18 days is, I mean, that's you guys stuck to the work pretty much, and 18 days is pretty good.
Yeah, we came out recording 12 songs. We recorded 10 songs for the record, and then 2 covers.
Nice.
So, we did a lot of writing in the studio too. So, I mean, there were a lot of parts of the songs that were changed in the studio, and
just kind of get a vibe or whatever. Matt has some input.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Matt wasn't there for the recording process. He was there for the pre-pro, and he was on standby, but he was on tour at the time, so that we went to the studio. So it was us and Daniel in the studio, and then we had some friends come in and do some guest spots on the record, and had a lot of fun, man. It was stressful. We had like a few issues where like there was a problem with a microphone, and so we pretty much had to re-record all the rhythm tracks to the guitars. So that was like a pretty big setback. But like we pushed through it. I mean, you know, stuff happens when you go to the studio. I mean, I can't say there's anything that I've recorded that just went smoothly. Like there's always something that happens. You know, you just kind of go in expecting something to happen.
Yep.
At least it was a guitar track and not a vocal track, because the vocal track is like, oh my God, I got to do this like a dozen times again.
Oh yeah. Vocals actually went pretty smooth. I think we knocked them out in like 2 days, 3 days.
That's awesome.
So.
Was there anybody that you were kind of like in particular drawn inspiration from or anything, or are you just trying to just evolve as your own thing? Not really.
I think like it's the same as before. I would say like this record, I tried to just add a little bit more range to what I do. The last record I recorded, I was actually sick when I recorded Cryptovice. So it was hard because like I couldn't get the range that I really wanted because I was sick, but there was a deadline and I had no choice. But this record, like I wasn't sick, and I had worked like really hard on my vocal patterns, worked really hard on the lyrics, really tried to get some catchy stuff that was like memorable. And there's some songs where I go deeper than I did on any song in Crypt. And then there's some where I go higher and have more of like a John Tardy sort of, high to my voice. And then there's one song on the record, where there's 2 songs on the record that have more of a straightforward, like cleaner, not clean singing, but cleaner to understand me, articulate my words and enunciate. So it's more of like a yell, but still sounds like this. And that was, and then like towards the end of the song, when the really heavy stuff starts coming, I make my voice harder. So I try to do like an elevation and stuff in songs, and I'd say like it's the same, Carl Willits, John Tardy stuff, but I also try to look towards like Jamie Johnson and like stuff like Dwid Hellion from Integrity, and stuff like that. Like I tried to like have like some range and stuff, but at the end of the day, turned out it's just a Frozen Soul record. I don't think I did anything like crazy groundbreaking compared to Crypt, but I definitely I feel like there's just more range,
Sure.
you know, and you know, I tried my best to do some more repeating of certain lyrics and stuff like that to try to create that element of like
Yeah.
catchiness.
Sure. Throw a hook
You
in.
know, create more of that. Yeah, the hooky, the anthemic, you know, sort of like feel to it. Like I tried to, you know, try to do stuff like that because that's the stuff I really enjoy, you know. So I mean, I think it turned out great.
Good.
I'm super proud of it. Can't wait for you guys to
Good,
hear
yeah. We're stoked. We're stoked for sure.
Day, we'll be in the messaging like, who's got it? Who's got it? You got it? No, the record store is closed. God damn it! How are we gonna get this? Nick will be freaking out. He'll be sweating.
Right.
He'll be at Schlotsky's fucking sweating his ass off while he's devouring that large Albuquerque turkey.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Well, hey, man, we won't keep you a whole lot longer. I know you got a fuck
man.
ton of shit to do.
We really appreciate you taking time
Yeah, man.
to sit down with us.
I appreciate it. Especially in such short notice. We were just kind of sitting around going,
No, it's all good, man.
what do we want to do for this year? Let's do an interview.
Okay.
Who do we know? I don't know. I'll reach out to
Oh, yeah.
Chad, see what he's doing.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, dude. I've been wanting to get on the show, so
Well,
it's cool,
cool.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
good. I'm glad we could do some back
Yeah.
scratching, man.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, because you guys, I appreciate what you guys do for metal, man.
Thank
Like
you.
this is the kind of thing that keeps it going, you know. And a lot of people look to the different like shows out there for information and to feel more like a part of the community, and you know, and that's the crazy thing is like we do have such a crazy awesome community.
Yeah.
We truly do. There's so many different styles of metal
Yep.
right now, and everyone's gelling together, and everyone's being cool, and it's so cool and different than it used to be. You know, where like everyone's just this crowd doesn't go with this crowd, and it's not like that. So I mean, it's awesome that you guys, you know, guys, you know, are running the
you know,
show.
we're fans first and foremost. I think that and I think that comes out too. Like, you know, we've always just been fans of the craft. You know, me and this guy have been jamming together over the years, and all of us have dabbled in music in some way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, we're just fans of metal, and we were like, well, fuck, we might as well talk about it. And and then little by little, we just built this fucking community. And you're right, it seems like everybody's kind of pulling together. And as much as I hate the internet sometimes, you know,
same.
you know, we have this ability to kind of create a family and kind of make a home for everybody, and you know, it's cool to be a part of on our end of the fence too.
And even going back to the top, like some of the top albums we've been talking about of bands, 200 Stab Wounds, Philip, you guys on Death, Sentient Horror. All of you guys are badass, but equally in your own right, because none of you sound like similar to one another, really. And which I've thought is like goes into the community aspect you're getting at. You know, you can like whatever you like. It's just metal, man. It's all awesome.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, man, be safe in your travels, and
yes,
always.
Yeah, man. You guys,
everybody out there in internet land, hit the like, subscribe, all that jazz for us. If you like,
follow
us.
Follow them too.
Appreciate you guys, man.
Sure, you too, brother. Be well.
All right, that was awesome.
I think that went really
awesome,
well,
dude. For sure. And so hopefully this will be the first of kind of many we're going to trying to go in that direction.
Yeah,
of more interviews.
I have some more people to contact up my sleeve. We just got really actually fucking lucky with as busy as Chad is right now. We got fucking lucky that he wanted to come in and do this. But yeah, we got definitely more coming up our sleeve. This is going to be kind of a thing for 2023. We're going to throw some more interviews at you and some more.
And it won't be all from the Cavalier family.
Right, exactly, right. Even though...
This week on Thralls,
Max wears a shirt. Right. The landscaper from Ozzy Osbourne's estate was seen with Max Cavalera, who was wearing a Thralls of Metal shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Over StreamYard. So, if you want to stay tuned for the housekeeper, landscaper interview, hit the subscribe and all that jazz, and we will catch you later.